So I'm making this for myself, but if you want to watch it, go ahead. Um, Jefferson questions for Airframe oral and practical exam. What is the function of a vortex generator? It is designated to delay or prevent separation of the boundary layer. What are three axes of an airplane? Longitudinal, lateral, and vertical. What are three primary flight controls of an aircraft? The ailerons, elevator, rudder. Name several flight controls and describe their general purpose. Secondary flight controls consist of various types to trim tabs such as balance tabs, anti-servo tabs, or anti-servo and servo tabs, and spring tabs. Their function is to assist the pilot in moving the controls and to trim the aircraft to fly hands off. Name several types of auxiliary flight controls and describe their general purpose. The auxiliary flight controls consist of various high-lift devices used during low-speed flight, such as leading and trailing edge flaps, slots, and slots, and speed brakes. What is a trim tab? It is an auxiliary control positioned by the movement of the cockpit control and designed to create aerodynamic forces to assist in moving a controlled surface. What is a spring tab? It is an auxiliary control designed to aid the movement of primary control at high speeds when controlled forces become too high. What is a balance trim tab? It is an auxiliary control designed to create aerodynamic forces to assist in moving a control surface. The tab is positioned by a control rod connected to the fixed surface on the same side as the horn on the tab. What are the four most common types of high-lift devices? Leading and trailing edge flaps, slats, and slots. Describe some of the tools used to check controlled surface travel. A universal propeller protractor or a special control surface protractor. Name three mechanically methods by which flight control systems may be attached. Cables, push-pull rods, and torque tubes. What is a fair lead? It is a device to prevent a cable from rubbing on the aircraft structure. What are the most likely places for a control cable to wear or break? Where the cables pass over pulleys or through fair leads. What information is required before a cable rigging chart can be used? Ambient temperature and the cable size. What is the function of a cable tension regulator? It automatically adjusts the cable's tension to compensate for expansion and contraction in the aircraft structure. Describe the function of a rotorcraft's collective pitch control. The collective control causes each roller blade to change its pitch angle by the same amount. Thrusts increase or decrease the lift produced by the rotor. Describe the function of the rotorcraft cycle pitch control. The cycle pitch control tilts the main rotor disc by changing the pitch angle of each rotor blade during its cycle of rotation, which causes the helicopter to move in the direction the rotor tilts. What mechanism is most commonly used to compensate for the torque produced by the main rotor of a helicopter? The tail or anti-torque rotor. How is the amount of thrust produced by the tail rotor controlled? By moving the foot pedals. Why should control surfaces be locked when the aircraft is parked? To prevent damage from the wind. And that is the oral questions for part 1 of the Airframe Study Guide of JAP 6. I'll make another one when I get that down.